Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Yes, sometimes. Sometimes.
Yes, sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
Sometimes.
Only sometimes.
I'd suggest you don't consume any alcohol at all for a while. Does that sound like something you can do?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. I'm not a big drinker anyway.
Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
Of course not. I don't know what got into me. Well, I used to think about it sometimes. Yes, I think about it often. Let's say I used to think about it, so that was in the past. Not anymore. Yeah.
Well, I used to think about it sometimes. Don't you think about it when you're really down?
Susan, I'm a psychiatrist. My job is to talk people out of it. Would you ask a fireman if he ever thinks about setting fire to his house?
I suppose not. But I'm sure lots of people have times when they do think about it.
I couldn't say, Susan. The statistics show that men are 3 times more likely than women to commit suicide. That puts you in the minority. But of course, that's missing the point. Suicide is never the solution. There's always a way of solving whatever problem you might have.
I realize that now.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Oh boy, it was just a sudden impulse. I'm ashamed of it now. Nothing was making me happy anymore. I wanted to show everyone how hurt I was deep inside. A sudden impulse. Impulse.
It was just a sudden impulse. I'm ashamed of it now. I had a really rotten day, you know? I felt like I was suffocating between the 4 walls of my bedroom. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Not anymore. I found a new purpose in life now. I found you, Dr. X.
Not anymore. It's strange. But I feel lighter. I feel stronger. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
My cats? That's why you are called the cat lady, Susan. Work used to make me happy. Antidepressants really did it for me. A long bath, music, I play the piano when I'm feeling down. Oh, interesting. Let's say the cats. Yeah. Let's go to the adoption center right now and adopt 1,000 of cats. They'll make me happy.
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
People, they've let me down too many times. I hate it when it rains all the time. Noise. Too much noise really upsets me. Loneliness. I wish I had someone to talk to sometimes. It's hard to say. It could be anything. I say... loneliness.
Loneliness. I wish I had someone to talk to sometimes.
And yet you seem to avoid people.
Because they're only interested in themselves.
Not all of them, surely. I'm beginning to think you are actually afraid of finding a friend, because it would force you to come out of your shell.
Call it what you like. I'll sure be glad when I find the right person someday.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
What kind of questions are these? Come on now, Dr. X. Not feeling comfortable. I really thought about that. Probably nobody would come anyway. I imagine it often. I hope people would feel guilty. Oh, never really thought about that.
Oh, I never really thought about that. But I guess it would be a cheap one. I don't really know what they do with people like me. Maybe they just throw us in a hole and forget about it, since there'd be nobody to visit my grave anyway.
I don't think so, Susan. The city would pay for it.
Or so they want people to believe.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric? Who is Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
She has a husband. I didn't know that. Susan and Eric. I don't really want to talk about this. This has nothing to do with him. Can I go now, please? Oh, there's nothing to talk about. It's getting late. Can we talk about something else? She's clearly avoiding the problem now, guys. So, her husband is the problem. It's the problem. Ooh.
I don't really want to talk about this.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day.
The only day.
One more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
No.
That's a hard one. I don't know.
Don't say that.
Hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
Lizzie. Who is she?
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Who is this Lizzie? Whoa. This is cool.
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here.
So this is last night's episode. Interesting. It's like we're going back in time.
The
Back to the
security
past.
guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute.
Oh.
Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
I don't like these guys. Can I go back? I don't feel safe. Enter. I don't feel safe around her. Who is Lizzie? Lizzie Borden. No! Not her. All grown up now. No. Not Lizzie Borden, no. Accident and emergency.
I think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way.
Who are you, Lizzie?
Turn left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
Alright, Lizzie. What's next? Service elevator. I don't like this, guys. Wait. This is the roof. No! We are not going to jump down. No! No, Lizzie! I'm turning back. I'm not following you. I want to turn back.
What are we doing on the roof?
I want to go back to the room.
Liz!
No! No, I'm going back. I'm going back to my room. My comfy room. No. Oh, I can't do it, guys. I can't do it.
What the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz!
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape. Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
I'm not going to jump. If you want to jump, you can jump yourself. You've lost your mind. Get down here right now. This is a bad idea. Come down and we'll talk. Yeah. Let's take it slow. Yeah.
This is a bad idea. Come down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
A&E. And I said this before. Liz share similar facial features with Susan, so I think that is her. That is Susan back in the days, a younger Susan. So this is all in her mind. It's all her imagination, guys. That's what I think. So this is not happening. It's not real. No. Oh, she disappeared and was later found dead in the toilet. The one who was kicked security guy in the crouch. Yeah, she smoked a cigarette and burned in bed. Jumped off the roof and broke her spine. Actually, I don't think you told me that story. No, I don't recall. No.
Actually, I don't think you told me that story.
Maybe I didn't. Or maybe you just didn't pay attention like everyone else.
But, okay, I can prove to you that I listened. Just don't jump, please.
You can prove it? Fine. I'll give you a second chance. Did I tell you about my flatmate? Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? If you really listened,
Yeah.
you will remember this one.
Yes, I remember this one. She is a stripper.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I'm
I'm your
don't want you
friend.
to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels. When you're trapped, and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
I don't remember this one. On Valentine's Day. On the birthday? I don't remember. Oh man. Do you guys remember in the chat? Excuse me. Oh. I don't remember, guys. Do you remember this one? May, do you remember? I don't remember wedding day. Let's say wedding day. Wedding day.
On your wedding day.
Do you really think so? You're a liar. You never listened to a single word I said. But it's okay. It doesn't really matter anymore. You didn't cause me this pain. This suffering. I have to do this to be free again.
No.
Jump with me, Susan. Do it while
No.
you still can.
No!
So she really exists in this world. Existed in this world. A staff here in the hospital. Not my imaginary friend, no.